All right, it is the GeekZip podcast. My God, I think we're good. Like, I think there's no problems.
Okay, well, we're keeping it simple, too. There's just two of us.
Yes, that does help. Ryan, Zip, and Christian hanging out in the Zip Cave for another fun-filled adventure.
We miss Morrison.
I always miss Aaron.
It's always fun to get some more of the
I did
here.
talk to him this week, and I asked him, I said, are you going to be able to? He's like, nah. He's like, hey, I ain't going to make it.
Hey, man, people got lives.
I feel you so much. Again, I hope you had a wonderful holiday. Hopefully you got to hang out with some family, some friends, and eat some food. Christian, how did your baked meal go?
Is there a way to tell which is the active camera on that?
So the active camera is the one that says program.
I can't see that one.
Okay.
Is it the one with the green around it?
On the right. Yes, the green is the preview. The red is the live.
Oh, okay. So right now this is recording me on that one.
That is correct. Now it's recording me.
Okay.
You see how that works?
Yeah.
All right.
So I should know which camera. If I'm looking there, it'll tell me.
Well, that's why I put it there, so you'd know. So that way you
kind of know which camera to look at.
Right.
Okay.
Right. There you go. See, if
I know, but you never instructed me.
I didn't. I never did.
I just kind of did it. Ask questions.
I just kind of did it.
That's why I ask questions.
Well, you should. I mean, I think that's important to ask questions.
That's the difference between
I ask a lot of questions. Elena asked me an interesting question while we were watching Survivor Series War Games. Of course, that took place this past Saturday. In Canada?
It's a nice early one too. They had it at like 6 o'clock. 7.
Actually, a good one on time. That day I went and watched Gladiator II.
It was one of the first War Games I've been excited about in a while. In Survivor Series,
it was a good matchup. Good matchup.
Seeing Bloodline versus Bloodline.
Yep, for sure.
As opposed versus Raw versus SmackDown, who cares?
Yeah, who gives a shit about that? I totally agree with you on that. But yeah, we'll talk. We'll get into War Games. Talk about it a little bit. I did watch some movies over the week. Watched Gladiator II. I saw that.
Nice.
Yeah,
I was thinking about seeing it in IMAX.
Boy, it would have been incredible in IMAX. We actually have a story regarding the filmmaker Ridley Scott. Mm-hmm. And people are saying that he got kind of lazy on this one.
Did you notice anything?
It's like I told Cush, we're sitting there waiting on it to start. She's like, oh, I hope it's good. I'm like, dude, it's Ridley Scott. I mean, have you ever seen a bad Ridley Scott movie?
He used to care about the depth of the picture, dude. Now he's just like, we'll fix it in post. So, I mean, did it still look as good? It's not like you saw any glaring examples.
No, but I mean, again,
this lighting wasn't as good as the original Ridley Scott films where he actually cared, dude.
I mean, here's what I'll say. Did I notice? Yes. Do I think it affected the movie at all? No. I don't. It was still an incredible film. Of course, it's not going to hold a candle to the first one. Because it was iconic.
I guess it did kind of reference the guy, didn't it?
Several times. There were lots of references. I mean, I don't want to spoil it, but
sure,
I mean,
but it is related to it.
It is, yes. It certainly is. And again, I was pleasantly surprised at how, of course, you knew it was going to be the scenery and all that shit. I mean, you knew it was going to be epic.
Yeah.
But I was worried about the story. Story was okay. It could have been better in some places. There was some goofy shit. What's the name of the guy that plays Steven on Stranger Things?
Is that the active camera, too? I can see that one pretty good, too. Okay.
We're just going to go to teaching a class about
Steve, the hair?
Steve from Stranger Things.
Yeah, you said Steven.
Not Steve. The guy what's Eddie? The guy plays guitar.
The new guy.
The new guy that got killed.
He was in the Quiet Ones.
Yeah, exactly.
The newer Quiet Ones, whatever that one was called.
He played one of the twin emperors.
And he's the flame guy.
The flame guy.
In the Fantastic Four.
Oh, yes, he's the Human Torch, yes.
The flame guy. Fireman.
That's his name.
Fireman? Human Torch? Flame guy? I like to be there when they were coming up with his name, dude.
I mean, Stan Lee will tell you he came up with some of the goofiest names known to man, and he couldn't believe they were popular. So
it's like when Ehrlich Bachman did a bunch of mushrooms and was in that bathroom trying to come up with a new name for the company, dude. And he's like, Technology Jesus.
Oh, God. You have really been on a Silicon Valley kick these last few weeks.
I just have it memorized.
You just love that show so much. So yeah, again, I would strongly, if you can see it in IMAX, you have that ability. I would certainly recommend you doing that. It'll probably be a better experience.
Well, Jesse wanted to see Red 1 in IMAX, and I was like, I think Gladiator 2 would be a better experience.
What the fuck is Red 1? What is that?
Dude, it's that badass Santa Claus movie with The Rock and Chris Evans and what's his name?
Who gives a fuck about
Schillinger's playing Santa Claus,
Who?
dude. I don't know what it is. Schillinger from Oz. J. Jonah Jameson. I was trying to think of a hard character. Is his name Schillinger?
I think that's
What's his real name?
Oh, the actor?
Yeah.
God damn, you asked me too
Bald guy, big face. He's a great actor.
Bald guy, big face.
That's what we need in our movie, dude. We were to roll for him.
I can't take that shit.
We need a bald guy with a big face. I'm your man.
God damn it. It'll come to me. I can't remember his fucking name.
I was watching some old stuff, dude, on MTV. It's on Paramount Plus. It was that Quiet Library stuff.
What the hell's that?
Where they have like 6.
What's a quiet?
It's a show where you have 6 friends in a library, and if they get too loud, they lose the challenge. And they have to do some of the most awful things I've ever seen on a show, dude. Like, so there's 6 of them sitting around, and they all have to flip over a card at the beginning to see who has to be the one doing the challenge. And
so what do the challenges consist of?
So far, I've just seen, like I'm getting ready to tell you, it's like something you have to do for 30 seconds or 20 seconds or something. But there's one where they let an old man come in and gum your ear for 30 seconds.
Gum your ear?
Yeah, he came in, took his teeth out, and proceeded to bite on your friend's ear for 30 seconds while everybody tries to be quiet and not laugh or freak out. And there's another challenge that was sushi blender. They just put a bunch of sushi in a blender, and the guy's just...
That sounds like something we'd do.
Dude, he's just spitting it up all... I mean, if that was me, there's no way.
There's no way.
There's no way I'm getting any of that down.
Container to your face, you would instantly barf. There'd be no question about it.
Yeah, dude. So he's just spitting up all over the table, and they have the little noise level thing on the side, so you know when it's getting into red, that's when they're loosing. But it's such a... I mean, I never watched much of it when it was on TV.
I've never heard of this show.
I think it's maybe a Japanese style kind of game show that they made.
Well, that makes sense. They're nuts anyway.
Yeah, there was one too where that was pretty funny, dude. They put a balloon under some guy's shirt and kept pumping it up till it popped, and everybody had to be quiet. And it was like a super huge balloon.
Yeah,
dude. It was like.
God, Jesus!
It's like that's gonna hurt.
So you're just waiting on it to pop.
Yeah, dude, so all your friends are going.
God, it's almost like a guillotine, dude. Or not a guillotine, but the fucking pit and the pendulum.
Some kind of bomb going off on
down.
You, dude. Hot potato or something. I don't know.
Jumping on a grenade, you know.
But it's just funny thinking of us trying to do that show, dude. Because I don't think we'd pass any challenge.
I don't.
Somebody would laugh, and we'd all start laughing real loud.
I don't think we'd pass any challenge where it required one of us to be in some kind of physical pain while watching, or mental fear.
Dude, even if there wasn't a challenge, if you had all of us together and it was like, be quiet for 20 minutes, no talking at all.
Fuck you, no
We'll give
way.
you $2,000. We'll give you $10,000 if you guys can do it.
Wouldn't do it.
Somebody's gonna fart or look at you funny.
First of all, I can't.
That's exactly what would happen, dude.
Even thinking about it makes me laugh. I mean, me and Morrison since first grade, we cannot look at each other and not laugh. We can't do it.
No matter how far you get separated across the classroom.
We drove teachers insane.
It's like Charlie and Mac looking at each other across the restaurant.
Exactly. It's like you can't avoid it. It's unavoidable. Oh, God.
So that was a fun show. And I also watched that new AI house horror movie from Blumhouse. It's on Netflix now, Afraid. It's got John Cho, I think. Is that Harold and Kumar?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
okay. I haven't seen him in a while. Since his fall from grace for Cowboy Bebop.
It was kind of fun. I kept hoping Kumar would show up and just blow up the AI house and be like, let's get out of here, man.
Let's go smoke some weed.
Yeah, dude. But it was more serious because that AI was bad, dude. It was like in the cloud and had control over everyone. I was like, well, this is what Skynet does. This is what
it sounds like Skynet.
This is what happens before. It's so you either submit to the AI and do what it tells you to do, or we go rebel against it.
Yeah.
Because it's like everybody in the world, it just makes up, and blackmails everybody and says, if you don't do that, you do this, I'll release this on the internet or ruin your life, all this other stuff. So that was a bit scary right there. It was a better.
That is scary.
Better movie. It was a better AI house movie than I've seen before. I've seen the other one that was called Margot or something.
Margot.
Yeah, it's like Gaux or one of those weird French kind of spellings. But that one, dude, the AI house wasn't in the cloud, but it had these crazy like tentacles that it could make appear and grab you and stuff.
Damn, that sounds like Brainiac.
It's high technology, dude.
Brainiac shit going down.
That was more of a goofier horror movie than the other one.
Yeah.
So kudos to Blumhouse for doing a good job with that.
That's
Afraid.
Cool. Let me ask you, when AI eventually takes over and tries to destroy us, do you think you'll fight? Like, do you think you'll be part of a resistance, or you think you'll be one of the ones that just lays down and dies?
That's what I was gonna say. You think I'll fight, or do you think I'll just be killed? I'd rather
I
not.
I don't know.
I don't think I'm gonna lay down and die.
Okay.
As long as I have food and entertainment.
It's not food and water. It's food and entertainment.
There's water and food sometimes.
Just get a bunch of potatoes.
Speaking of, I made a lot of potatoes for Thanksgiving.
I wanted to ask you. Now, this was the first. Is this the first year that you made dinner? Or
Yeah. I made turkey. We cooked apple.
Do you have pictures on your device?
I have a picture of all these potatoes I cooked. Wait till you see all these potatoes.
We'll throw it up here.
We still have so many potatoes left.
God damn, dude.
Mashed potatoes.
Can anybody see this? I mean, look at that shit.
You'd think I ordered the thanks for potatoes meal for Thanksgiving.
God damn, you got potatoes for days, dude. Hobbits be coming over to your house.
We got the Hello Fresh Thanksgiving meal, dude, and for some reason it came with a ton of potatoes. Like the other side dishes were like a quarter to that.
Yeah.
But my brother was like, people want the mash, man.
They love the mash. Well, you could do a lot of stuff with potatoes. You can.
It was a good meal from HelloFresh, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
It also had some ginger carrots that were a little.
How did your turkey come out?
It's good.
Yeah, it was good stuff. Okay. We did turkey. We did.
I was worried about it a little bit. I was worried it wasn't going to be thawed in time.
I know. I think everybody worries about that because we were
pulling
worried
out
about
some
it
ice
too.
at the last minute. I was like, just put it in there. It said you can cook a frozen one. It just takes longer.
Well, we thawed ours for the recommended amount of days in the fridge, which sucked because that motherfucker takes up literally wall-to-wall, ceiling to shelf, an entire shelf in your fridge.
How big was your bird?
20 pounds.
Whoa, wow.
20-pounder,
You might want to think about getting 2 smaller ones next time. I hear that's a good strategy.
Here's what Aaron did one year, and he told me about it, and I didn't even know about it. He said that the place, wherever he shopped, I'm not going to name it because I don't remember what it was.
Aldi. I don't know.
It could have been Aldi. I don't know, maybe. But anyway, they were selling. They've all fallen over. I don't care.
Well, he looks expensive.
He's not. He's actually the cheapest thing on the table.
He's a knockoff. They were selling little squabs, little pigeon bird breasts.
Talking about Vision Titan series. Those are like fucking $10 at Walmart.
So what kind of throw a little turkey breasts, little turkeys?
So what he said was they were selling just the turkey breast to cook.
Oh, without the legs and
without
stuff?
all the bullshit.
Yeah, I did have some trouble, and I was like, put the wings behind it, and I was like, I tried pinning it behind like on its
Kush had the same
on its
problem.
Elbows, and then I was like, oh, it goes like this behind its head, dude.
Buffalo Bill over here.
That's what the wings do. Once you figure that out, it's like, oh yeah, they rest pretty good behind
my
there, dude.
God, I can't take that pose. I can't even look at you when you're doing it. Oh God! But Kush had the same problem because the recipe says tuck the breasts under the bird. It's like, how the fuck are you supposed to do that?
No, it's the wings under the breast.
The wings.
Yeah.
Under the Ours said under the bird.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know what the fuck. Maybe
Yeah,
we
something
got
like
fucked
that.
up
Yeah.
directions.
I saw that too, and then my instructions said use it by placing the wingtips under it. And I was like, oh, the wingtips go back.
Tips make sense. Yeah,
Wing
that's
tips.
kind of what we did too. This fucking microphone. All right.
It took me a while though. Gosh,
Yeah.
Thanksgiving dinner took 2 nights of work. My back was breaking by the end of it. I was
Dude,
like, I can't
you're
stand up.
You're spent, man. I mean, that's why people eat their food and they want to fucking sleep immediately.
Or just pay Bob Evans to make your food.
I'm getting to that age, bro. I'm getting close to that age where I'm just like,
We usually get Chinese at Christmas, I think, sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
that's cool. I mean, you know.
We did miss a few traditional dishes. We didn't have any deviled eggs
I never do deviled eggs.
or green bean casserole or sweet potato casserole.
Oh God, that's a no-no. Got to have a sweet potato casserole.
Well, we had some earlier in the week, and I forgot to bring it out. I didn't know it was still in there. Nobody told me it was still in the fridge.
Anyway, all right. Hope you had a great
Oh, we had
Thanksgiving.
some great rolls. My brother Jesse brought some rolls in from Columbus.
Oh, brought them in.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I think
Were
it's
they
called-
like from a bakery
Yeah, I
or
think it's
something?
Frisch's Bakery. Apparently, they were the last ones they had in
Oh.
Columbus, dude.
Interesting.
Like, he had a rough time there. They gave him a hard time.
The bakery did?
Well, he doesn't know how to interact, you know.
You come in and you say, I want some rolls. What the hell?
And they're like, are they out there or they're on the shelf? And he's like, I don't And I said, all there are hamburger buns. And then I guess they're like, well, I guess there's no rolls. And then I guess he left and somebody was running.
Oh, my God.
They were running after him going like, hey, we got 2 of them back here. Hey,
Dude.
hey.
You and your family are so socially awkward in all situations.
Well, he gets so mad about it, too. I don't know.
He gets mad about his social awkwardness. Well, then he needs to fucking fix it.
No, he get mad at the other people for giving him a hard time. It's not his fault. They should have been more nicer.
So what did you? Am I correct in saying you said you weren't playing anything? That's what
Trevor
you said.
also brought over broccoli and cheese casserole, so we had.
Well, how
some-
lovely! Yeah, that's
Yeah.
nice.
He said he didn't know how to
That's
make it.
No mac and cheese. No mac and cheese.
My mom had some in the fridge, but nobody knew how to cook it.
Is it still there?
One of them is. My dad tried to cook the other one, though, I think, or she did. I don't know.
Oh,
Can't really talk about it. She didn't really participate.
All right, we'll move past that. Are you playing anything?
No.
You're not playing.
I got a PlayStation 5 on the way, though.
No shit.
Yeah.
Is that your Christmas present to yourself?
One of them before tariffs hit.
Yeah. Better do it before that fucking. Yeah, exactly. Oh, we're so fucked. That's awesome. I'm starting to do some Christmas shopping too. I think I may end up getting myself one of those MetaQuest things.
Yeah.
I have to play that Batman game.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I have to
That's
play.
definitely a must-have for you.
I have to play it. I mean, it's like they're not that expensive.
No,
really.
they were on sale this weekend.
Yeah,
Real good. Yeah.
And I mean, even when they're not on sale, they're not that expensive. They're like $200-300, and I mean,
And it's cool how you don't like have to have a computer with it. How it's all like built into the.
all of it. Yeah, and I mean, of course, as soon as I
Well, if you get one, let me know, and I might try getting one too, so we can get on VR together and just be like, "This is so
crazy.
stupid,
Here's
dude."
the GeekZip podcast in VR world. Jesus Christ, I could see that happening. I don't have any RIPS. Do you have any? There was a drummer that passed away. I
Former
believe.
My Chemical Romance guy.
Okay.
From suicide. They think a lot of
Yeah.
mental health issues.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I do not have anything pulled up on this, gentlemen. Again, My Chemical Romance not really a part of the show.
I like them. They were cool.
I mean, they were great. They were good. I mean, I'm just saying, we can't report on everything. Time is precious.
Sure.
So that's for sure.
We
all right.
salute you and
we
your family.
yes, very much.
and
Friends
fans.
and family and the fans, for sure. All right. Let's get into the news. James Gunn is his name.
Yes, of the DC.
Kind
He's
of
taking
breaking
over.
up.
Whoa, we're restarting the show?
No, we're not. Okay. sorry. This goddamn mouse, I have to click it to activate it. So it's like if I'm on something and click it,
It's not activated.
it activated the opener. Sorry about that if you saw that. But anyway, James Gunn did an interview with Collider this past week, and it was really full of information about his plans and what he's got going on. And
Yeah.
I mean, it was like big news in the geek world all this week. and I figured we should probably go through a couple of the major points, discuss it. And
Yeah, you had a few James Gunn stories on the
well,
rundown.
what I did was I realized they were all from the Gladiator story. So I was just like, I started eliminating the headlines.
Well, I was like, why don't you group them together at least?
I was fucked up.
Come
Wait a
back
minute.
to it. Let's come back to the James Gunn interview.
I was watching
3
the
or 4
Marshall
times.
University game, 2 overtimes. We pulled it out at the last second. I was in another headspace when I was doing the show prep. Congratulations to the Herd, by the way.
What
Going
about
to the
that?
Boca Raton Bowl in Louisiana sometime in, I guess, January or something.
Those Ohio State players are trying to fight those
Yeah,
Michigan
what
boys,
is going
dude.
on here? I've been seeing this scattered
see the
around
clip of
Facebook.
it?
No, I have not seen anything on this
It's
whatsoever.
like it's the football players with the Michigan flag at like midfield, and then the Ohio State players come in and bust them up. And it's just crowds going at it, dude. I guess the Ohio State players are trying
Yeah.
to sing some song at the end, doing some tradition, and then Michigan's like, "We're gonna plant our flag right in your midfield, bitches."
They do that every year.
Well, I don't know.
Every year they do that when they play. Ohio State did it a year or 2 ago.
I don't know. I'll have to see it to believe, dude. I don't think that's right. Just planting flags in people's turf. I'd be mad if somebody planted a flag in my yard, dude.
You're such a warrior, dude.
I don't know who beats the Dolphins. I'll come plant their flag in your yard.
Probably the Patriots. If the Patriots planted the flag on the Dolphins, there'd be murders in that fucking stadium. I have no doubt about
The
it.
funniest things though were people were talking shit about Ohio State, saying, "Where was this tenacity during the game?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "Boom,
Yeah.
tough acting, tenactin." Remember that shit? I don't even know what it is, but
It's for jock itch.
okay, good.
Yeah.
That's what they need it.
Oh, God. So the first thing that James Gunn addresses is
Oh, yeah,
Creature
this comes out
Commandos,
soon,
which
dude, like
comes out
tomorrow.
yeah.
I mean, yesterday.
I've already come out, right. Talked about that. He talked
December
about
2nd.
the DCEU Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters. Talked about Superman, obviously, and Peacemaker Season 2, something you're very interested in and a lot of fans are.
Is Gods and Monsters the name of the Superman story, or just the name of
It's the
Phase
name of,
1?
It's like instead of just calling it Phase 1 like Marvel did.
Oh, I kicked the shit out of your camera. It looks like it's still
It's all right.
okay.
Might have fixed it. Anyway, if I'm slanted, it's his fault.
Boom, bitch.
Kick your fucking camera.
Hey!
Anyway, so yeah, we'll go through here and pull out some of the stuff that
A lot of
James
praise
talked
for,
about.
lot of praise for Creature
dude,
Commandos.
he is super excited about Creature
The
Commandos,
guy
and I am
that
too.
the interviewer had seen it all and loved it and wants
Steve
more of it.
Weintraub, who has famously interviewed several people about superhero stuff. The showrunner for Creature Commandos and James Gunn were quoted, "It all comes down to the writing. If the screenplay isn't perfect, the project isn't moving forward." He was actually speaking on his iteration of Batman that everybody's waiting on.
Well, I think he's just talking about everything in general.
That
Quote is saying that everything is about the writing. They're focusing on the
It should-
writing.
as
and
it should
And
be.
it's not going to get made if the writing's not good.
Right.
Period.
Right. Again, I feel like, and that's why there's no pressure for him to talk about Batman Brave and the Bold and what he's doing with it and what the status is of that, because he's not in a rush. And, I think I'm really starting to like this guy a lot. I mean, when he first came in with him and Safran, hey guys, I like the Snyderverse. I know I've said move on and stuff like that, but that's just because I love the culture. I want it to keep going. But I wanted the Snyderverse to continue. And that's just not what in the cards, right? So, but the more he talks about his vision of where he wants to, I feel like that's the right way to go.
Sure.
And
You can't make good movies without a good script.
Exactly, and he's right. It all comes down to the writing in the end. I mean, nobody gives a shit if it's a shitty story. Wonder Woman 1984 proved that. So again, I think he's learned a lot from the failure. I'm going to call them what they are: the failures of the DCEU. I'm sure a lot of the promotion will be revamped. I don't think those films were ever promoted the way they should have been. I'm referring to the Snyderverse. And I'm really excited to see what happens. He goes on to say the Creature Commandos show at its core is really a tragedy and addresses fan questions like what's still canon from before, what's with Rick Flag Sr.'s hair, and all these questions that people are asking about connecting everything together. So,
what do you want to talk about?
Again, Creature Commando is going to be available
December 2nd.
December 2nd, yes. So, that's right. When asked what was still canon in the DCEU, obviously he said Peacemaker is obviously still canon.
Aside from the ending that had the Justice League.
Yes, with the Justice League ending. Suicide Squad, he said, is probably... He said it a little looser were his words. And that's probably because they have the character of Rick Flag Sr. and some of the character, because with the Creature Commandos, you had to have Rick Flag.
Well, they talk about how Rick Flag got killed in Suicide Squad, but they're saying that did not come from Suicide Squad. That came because it was mentioned in Creature Commandos.
Gotcha.
Because Rick Flag Sr. is mad at Peacemaker because he killed Rick Flag.
Right.
Is Rick Flag Sr. a real character?
I think so.
Okay.
I think there was a senior and a junior.
Senior.
So then it goes into Gunn talking about, kind of when he came on board and his 8 to 10 year arc and scripts that were in front of him and did they change? And basically he said minimally, he's building a world. It's more of a connected universe that exists within one place, which is the DCU, hence the off-brand stuff of Matt Reeves, the Batman, and so on and so forth. So they discussed a season 2 of Creature Commandos. Obviously, this interviewer, he doesn't always get it. It's like, yeah, if season 1 does well, we'll do a season 2. Duh. I mean, that's clearly, the idea, and you want to have something that's successful. So, I mean, what
maybe it ends on a cliffhanger or something.
Could be. Get out of here, ad.
Want to know what happens to these characters? I really
anyway,
like David Harbour's Frankenstein character.
I'm excited. I'm excited to watch Creature Commandos. I think it'll be really good. I'm not going to go all the way through this thing. You can check out the Collider interview. We do have it available on our Facebook page.
Who is Bobby Pills? Is that somebody's screen name? Bobby Pills? Have you heard of that person before?
No.
I was just wondering.
No, I don't know who that is.
I didn't look it up. Bobby Pills.
Maybe I don't fucking know. I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
That's his Twitter handle, dude. Bobby Pills.
Perhaps. This was a very interesting story, I thought, from Screen Rant. Danny DeVito, who famously played the Penguin in the 1992 film Batman Returns, gave his thoughts on Colin Farrell's DC performance in Max's The Penguin, and he said he understood the trauma.
What, they couldn't get Burgess Meredith to weigh in?
You don't like the story?
No, I was just saying, of course Danny DeVito's happy to weigh in. He's the oldest living expert on Penguin.
I mean, let's face it, Danny DeVito probably went through a lot more than Colin did in terms of prosthetics.
Dude, the best part, though, Danny DeVito is you can't hide me. You can hide Colin Farrell.
Yeah, you knew it was Danny DeVito. Even with all the bullshit
That's
on you,
what
it
he
was
said,
Danny.
dude. Yeah, he's like, even with all that, you still tell it was me.
Again, the Penguin is just really a great thing for DC. And
he also said his penguin was like a strange bird or some kind of a bird that couldn't fly.
Yeah,
kind of villain, and
Penguin is a bird that cannot fly.
Colin Farrell's more of a gangster penguin, dude. He talks about the mafia kind of stuff.
Yeah.
He gets it.
Which is the angle? Which is the angle from the comics? I mean, he was more of a mob figure than he was like this.
I thought he was a rich umbrella maker. That would make sense, doesn't it?
No, it wouldn't at all. But I'm glad you think that.
That would be an interesting take on the Penguin.
Oh my God! All right, our next story is one that we already kind of mentioned. This is
lazy Ridley Scott. He's getting
lazy-ass
old. He's
Ridley
just like, who cares, man? We can do it in technology. Let's just have AI do this. And his cinematographer's like, I'm going to be out of job if you don't get your ass caring about this stuff.
Here's what I'll say about when you look at Gladiator versus Gladiator II. And I'm talking about
the shadows, the depth.
Yes, but also the script, the acting, the actors involved.
Well, that's got nothing to do with this guy's complaints, though.
I know. But I feel like it's an overarching thing and not just what he's bitching about, but there's a lot more to it.
I don't know. This article's only about that guy
complaining about. This is just my opinion of seeing the film versus seeing the first one. You know what I mean?
I guess, but I think that's kind of unrelated to this guy's opinion of Ridley Scott.
Well, I mean, we're going to talk about his opinion of Ridley Scott for sure, but I was going to kind of give my 2 cents.
Okay.
Is that all right?
That's fine. I just don't think you need to attribute it to this guy.
I'm not. No, I'm not attributing it to this guy. John Matheson, or I don't know how Mathieson, got a weird spelling on it, but he is a longtime Ridley Scott collaborator, and he recently labeled the acclaimed filmmaker as lazy. This comes to us from MovieWeb.com. Matheson has been the cinematographer on 6 Ridley Scott films, including the new Legacy sequel of Gladiator.
He doesn't like his coverage style of filmmaking that I guess he uses now.
What do you mean?
He just has multiple cameras everywhere and films everything, as opposed to getting the shot perfect. Because we can get the shot perfect in post now, dude.
Again, I can speak to that having seen the film. That's what I was saying.
I know, but that's all this article's about. It's not about the script or the performances or the actors.
What I'm saying is he's accusing him of being lazy, and I'm saying I think it's more than just the multiple cameras and being able to cut whenever you want.
I don't think Ridley Scott wrote the script, though, dude.
Okay. I mean, okay, so the... I mean, goddamn, why do you give me a hard time? You know what I'm trying to fucking say.
You're just trying to say that Gladiator 2 isn't as good as Gladiator 1.
No, it's not. I said that.
I know.
But I was going to say why.
You're going to blame Ridley Scott?
I mean, I can just say there was a definite difference. It felt like the first one, he was trying harder.
He's just phoning this one in?
That's what it felt like. God damn. I'm just trying to get to a point.
That's fine, but it's unrelated to the story.
And you just argue. Shut up. I'm saying that I saw it in the film. You can see it on screen. There is a degree of laziness between the first film and the second film. That's all I'm trying to say. Fuck.
I know, but this guy's saying that it's the filmmaking style itself is lazy. I think.
I don't know, but I'm just saying that's what I notice.
I mean, most sequels are like that, though.
I mean, Ridley Scott doesn't make sequels, so I don't know why he made this one. Got no idea.
Money.
That's what I'm saying. It seemed like a money-making thing for him. I did not feel nearly as, connected to Paul Mescal's character as much as I did Russell Crowe's in the original. I did not feel nearly as connected to the Emperors as I felt to Commodus in the original. So that may be script, that may be Ridley directing. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't think the way the film is shot would have that much.
I don't know. I wasn't
impact on me.
I don't know. I wasn't there. I just saw it.
But you saw it, and the way it was shot, the way that story came together.
Yeah.
I feel like the script and the actors have a lot more importance to play than the...
Well, the acting was great. I'll tell you, the acting was great. I mean,
I don't think bad cinematography is a movie killer.
again, it didn't kill the movie. I mean, again, that's what I'm saying. It was still a great film.
Sure.
I feel like we're having the fucking Joker argument again. It was a great movie, but I can see the differences and why one is never going to surpass the other. Now, that may be obvious that it's not going to surpass the original Gladiator.
Sure.
But as a commentator on these things, I like to express that feeling and those opinions.
But that's different than this guy's opinion that the cinematography
sure,
is lazy.
absolutely. No, I'm not trying to put words in anybody's mouth.
I know. I'm just saying.
And I appreciate you protecting me from that. I'm not trying to do. I'm just giving my take on seeing the first one and seeing the second one and the differences.
Well, good for you.
You're such a fucker. Oh God, you talk for a minute. I'm gonna drink.
I guess Daniel Craig is mad that Knives Out movies don't spend more time at the theaters, and he hopes Netflix will put it out in the theaters more. Zip probably hasn't watched any of them. I know he hasn't watched.
I haven't watched any.
He hasn't watched number 2 because it's got Batista in it, so I know that one for sure.
I don't watch Batista movies. We know this. I don't watch Batista or Tom Cruise movies, and of course, what trailer was on fucking Gladiator 2? Goddamn that last Mission Impossible movie. So there you go.
I was gonna say, is there a new Top Gun coming out? But yeah, and they're like, Daniel Craig, he knows about theatrical runs because he has played Bond, so he knows how much people love going to the theaters to see movies.
Well, I mean, I think there's a big difference between a James Bond movie and a Glass Onion movie. I mean,
the Knives Out movies. The second
fuck.
one is called Glass Onion.
Is
the
it like,
first one
is
is
it like a mystery?
Yes.
I mean, I don't even know what they are really.
They're mysteries.
Okay.
He solves them. I've seen the first one. I haven't seen the second one.
Is he like a detective? Or
yeah, he's like a little southern man.
Is he like, what's his name?
He's a private eye they hire to investigate stuff. He's not like officially.
Clouseau?
Kind of, I
like
guess.
Clouseau,
I don't know.
right? Okay.
Fletch.
Fletch.
No, but it's like, it's got all these stars playing weird characters. It's kind of like a Royal Tenenbaums kind of movie if it was like a murder mystery, just weird characters. And
sounds like fucking Clue.
Yeah,
like.
yeah. I'd say that's good.
You know?
There's always the plot twist where it's like, oh, this was actually what happened. They had reversed this, and it wasn't the chemical. It was that the whole time. And
who directs those movies?
Ryan Johnson, I think. I think he writes them too, or has a lot to do with them.
It's funny. This is a story because when we went and saw Gladiator 2, there was like this little vignette before the movie. It was Pedro Pascal, Paul Mescal.
Trying to get people into the theaters.
Thank you so much for coming to see Gladiator 2 the way it was meant to be seen on the big screen.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And me and Cush kind of looked at each other and went, yeah, that's right.
They were like, but you should have gone to see it in IMAX. No,
well,
I'm just kidding.
There's no IMAX around here.
I know. I'm getting mad at Pedro. He should have told you how you really should see it instead of lying for money.
You are here and you're stupid. Go
Acting.
See it in the IMAX.
That's what we do. We get paid to act, dude.
Anyway,
so Knives Out 3, if it's in theaters on Netflix, Zip still ain't going to see it.
I won't see it. It's called Wake Up Dead Man, Knives Out Mystery. Ooh. So is Daniel Craig in that one?
Yeah, he's in all of them.
Okay, he's like the central character.
He's the Benoit Blanc.
So he just jumped out of one franchise and got into another. Got it.
I guess, yeah. He's been in it for a while, though.
Have you heard about this stuff with the boys here, Christian?
I mean, there's always boys news. There's a lot of stuff about the sexual assaults being treated as a joke.
Right.
Against Huey versus the women and stuff,
Right.
But I guess now they're talking about how political the last season was and how much.
Well, they're saying it's gone woke now.
Well, what does that mean?
Again, it's. I think what they're trying to say is that they changed it. No, seriously.
I know, but
I think what they're trying to say is the show changed itself based on the fucking stupid-ass woke culture that's happening in the world, right?
Have you watched this latest season?
I haven't. No, I'll be perfectly honest. I'm way behind.
I mean, have you watched any of it? None of it's ever been woke. Has any of it ever been woke?
No, that's what I'm saying. But I haven't watched it lately, so that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
No.
Okay. then this is bullshit. Okay, that's all I'm asking. I mean, I would hope that it didn't go woke because then it wouldn't be entertaining.
Yeah, I mean, it's just stupid. I don't know.
I mean, the idea behind The Boys is that it's supposed to be politically incorrect. It's supposed to be like a fucking Invincible type show where it kind of challenges the superhero norm. You know, that's how I feel anyway.
I don't know. I don't want to talk about woke.
Oh God, you don't want to talk about shit.
Woke, it's bullshit, dude. It
is bullshit, dude. But the more we talk about it, the more it'll fucking go away.
No, the more it spreads. You're spreading it right now.
I'm not spreading it. I leave everything in this show. Some stuff questionable.
I know. I'm saying being woke is a good thing, not a bad thing.
I think there's a fine line.
You don't know what woke is.
Tell me.
Woke is recognizing the differences in equality, opportunity, and other things like that. It's, knowing that some people might have a harder life because of where they've been born and what they've been born into and who they've been born by. That's what being woke is. Being woke isn't fucking bending over backwards to give liberal shit, to fucking tolerate things that don't need to be tolerated. It's just a buzzword used by the right to smear everything.
Damn, that was deep.
I know my facts.
That was deep. Very deep. I don't know how I follow that up. We'll just move on. Is that okay if we move on, sir?
Yeah, I told you I didn't want to talk about woke stuff because it's stupid. It's not woke.
I mean, I feel like there is a kind of a different definition for a woke show or film versus the actual definition
like what?
For society.
Name a woke show. I want to know what a woke show is.
I mean, I'd have to think about it.
You shouldn't have to, though. It sounds like it's such a
the problem is
such an easily discernible thing about what a woke show is.
The problem is that most shows that
a woke show is a show that
not
says
woke, go woke quickly, and you don't really notice. Like I'll give you an like that.
Like
them
that
show.
shows people kissing.
Like that them show.
What is them? The they them / the movie?
No. The horror anthology with the black people.
Okay, yeah.
Is that what it's called? Them?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So, the first season of that show does not hold a fucking candle to the second season of that show.
Which one was the woke season?
I think the first season was the woke season. Because that was when they moved into the white neighborhood and remember all that shit. And it was very like, I didn't feel a threat really, and it was kind of like, I
don't know. I feel like that was an accurate portrayal of racism.
It was an accurate portrayal. Again, this is where the ground gets shaky, is when you're talking about racism versus wokeism. And it's like,
again, I don't know what you mean. You still haven't explained what wokeism is.
I mean, dude, I'm sorry I don't articulate as well as you. My definition of woke, okay,
yeah,
is changing something that was one way, right, to fit another way that won't offend people of race, color, creed, whatever that may be. I feel like that is the definition of a show or a film going woke. Now, the overall definition of woke, I think you just gave it to us.
So like saying casting a black character as a white character is woke? Or changing, like making, Nick Fury was already making Nick Fury black. Is that woke?
Again, I wouldn't use that example because
he was woke in the comics too at some point.
Again, that
or
wasn't
which one came first,
though?
Then. Which one came first?
The white came first.
So making him black in the comics is not woke?
But it was again...
The time period shouldn't change the definition.
It was a different run of books that were called Ultimates.
Okay.
Okay, and
sure.
they took liberties with all the characters.
Sure.
Now, he was really... I mean, they changed the race of the Wasp.
Okay.
She was a white person for years, and then she became like a Puerto Rican type, Latino actress, right? So again, that's why I'm just saying. That's why I'm saying it's a bad example, because that was like when you're talking about the comic books, it was supposed to be a different interpretation. It's the same thing they did with DC last year with that Power Slate shit or whatever when they tried to make Lucius Fox's son Batman, right? That I might consider woke, because it's like Batman is Batman because he's Batman. Why can't it be that way? And that simple? Why try to change it? And you can carry that argument over to the Superman argument. When they were talking about Michael B. Jordan being Superman.
Sure.
It's like, could you do that? Should you do that? Is that the right thing to do? Morally, ethically, whatever? Sure. But will people like it? No. Sure. And I'm not just talking about white people. I'm talking about all people.
Yeah.
No one would like that.
Maybe.
It's not Superman.
I don't have an opinion on that.
Well, again, because I'm a huge I'm 10 times the comic fan you are, right? So, again, that's where I'm coming from. A comic fan is it's like some stuff you don't need to fuck with.
I don't think it's worth getting this upset over.
I mean, I get fired up. I get passionate.
No, a lot of people. I know. I'm saying a lot of incels on the internet get mad about stuff like
no,
this.
I
because
agree.
they got
Yeah.
nothing real to do.
No, I agree.
And make it big
I agree
issues.
with that. I agree with that. It is blown way out of proportion on the internet.
Because
You're right.
But you're getting mad about the same thing.
I'm not mad, dude. I'm just trying to put my point across.
You're saying, why would they even do that? Because they're woke. That's
You
why
build
they do
me
it.
up. You build me fucking up. You get me going, and then it just comes out as if I'm mad. I'm not mad. I'm really not.
No, you're not. You're MAGA. Woke.
Now you're just being stupid.
Well, if we're going to be political and go
now,
woke,
now you're just being stupid.
you can choke on that woke. Did you see that new movie you saw, Woker 2? God, that was terrible. I can't believe you liked it so much.
Woker, dude.
Fully at a woke.
That's a great title. Woker. It's like wanker, but it's a good one. Okay.
Now, I had seen some stuff about Keira Knightley talking about this before.
I had too, and I had to check the date.
Because people were like, why is she saying it was bad for her to be in Pirates of the Caribbean?
That's like what made her, right?
Yeah, it's an interesting view for her to have.
I don't know.
I guess she thinks it may have, like, she didn't like people saying, like, she was typecast and they wouldn't let her do other things, maybe.
Well, I think, let's...
Or maybe it's just more of that anti-female hate that fucking goes around with pop culture these days. Maybe that was it. I don't know. I thought she was great in Pirates. I thought everybody
I love
loved
Keira
her.
in Pirates. Yeah, I don't know where all this hate comes from. It
Comes from dark deep. Where Gandalf grows. What was it? Balrog lives down there, dude.
Oh, fuck. So, yes, if you haven't figured it out by now, we're talking about Keira Knightley returning for the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise.
Because they're making, like, 2 new pirate movies.
Yeah. Well, now that Depp's been exonerated, they can move forward with it.
Well, I don't think he's involved either.
He's not in the movie?
I don't think him or Bloom are involved either.
Oh.
They talk about Robbie, trying to get Margot Robbie in as a pirate. They just like putting her in dirty films, dude.
What do they... Wait, what? What do they want to put Margot Robbie in?
As a pirate, because she's
Why?
a dirty girl pirate, dude. Just like she's a dirty girl Harley Quinn and a dirty girl Barbie. They love Margot, dirty Margot.
And there's your title. Oh God, good shit.
All the boys love dirty Margot.
All the boys love dirty Margot.
Remember that Christina Aguilera "Dirty" song? Do you like the way I said that, dude? Like dirty.
I mean, I was kind of laughing about that. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
No, that was a hot video.
That was pretty hot. Hold on, what the fuck we're even talking
It's
about?
a long time ago.
There was a story that the studio executives at DC were unhappy with the trailer
And
for
sent it back to James Gunn and said, "You need to fix this
which
now."
James Gunn simply replied, "I am the DC executive.
I am the one telling them to make some changes.
Exactly. Which again, I'm loving this guy more and more. Which I guess I didn't take out the stories that were in the Collider interview. I apologize. I thought I did.
I told you to have faith in him, dude. He did miracles with the Guardians.
I mean, you're right. You're right.
And Peacemaker, you still need to watch that.
I need to watch so much shit. It's not even funny. Not even funny.
It's one of my brother's favorite shows ever, dude.
I know it is. Well, I mean, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have never watched Invincible. Oh, so, yeah. I mean, you were the one that really got me on that one. Let's move over to horror movie news. There is a remake of I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Is it a remake or like a legacy sequel? I'm not sure, but we know that Freddie Prinze Jr. is going to be in it again.
Yes.
Playing his same character.
Jennifer Love Hewitt, right?
Reportedly, they're keeping that one tight-lipped.
She's fucking coming. I mean, what the fuck is she doing? I mean, come on. That's a movie that made her.
But Sarah Michelle Gellar posted this on Instagram.
Yes, there's a picture.
And she's Freddie's wife.
Why are you saying shit weird?
That's Borat, dude. You know, my wife. But she was also in the original I Know What You Did Last Summer, and she tragically was killed when she couldn't escape through the marching band in time.
I remember she was right there.
It's right there,
She was right there.
One of the worst kills ever. You're just like, she's so close to getting away.
Yeah.
So they're like, she's definitely dead, but, you know, maybe there's a flashback.
Flashback scene.
Ghosts haunting me.
I don't know about all
See, you're in a mirror, dude, like Ultimate Warrior coming after Hogan.
That's great. I loved that. That was great. This kind of, I think this is bullshit.
You just love to hate. She-Hulk 2 might be coming back for Zip to shit on some more. I'll watch it. I enjoyed the first season. But Zip just hates green women.
You're such a fucker. No, the reason I say that is because isn't that what we've been talking about? Is about how everybody's shitting all over She-Hulk?
I never did. I always enjoyed it.
I know you haven't. I have. I know you haven't. But the internet has collectively been shitting on She-Hulk, and now they're going to get a season 2. That's why I was like, I don't know if this is true or not.
Maybe. Velma got a season 2.
Yeah, that's true. Velma did get a season 2. But anyway, that is the rumor. Reportedly considering a second season.
It needs something to explain some more, dude. The way that one ended, it had Hulk's son appear just out of nowhere at the end on the beach.
Yeah,
dude.
Scar appearing is kind of weird to me.
Maybe
since he never touched Earth until he took it over.
Write that out of existence. That part never happened. There's a video I need to watch. It's like all the Marvel teases that went nowhere.
Yeah, I should probably watch that too.
Are you excited about this news, dude? Another Predator, Predator tradition being broken, dude. For the first time ever, the Predator is going to be the protagonist of his own film, dude.
Is that what the story's about?
Yeah. We're going to see the Yatta.
Is that how you say it?
Yatta. I had Google pronounce it for me. Yatta. Yatta.
What do you think of that? A Predator film from the Predator's point of view. How does that work, first of all?
They learn English.
I was going to say, because they don't speak English.
Yeah, they do. Anytime.
So it's going to be like Bumblebee, and they're going to fucking just play English recordings?
I mean, that implies that the Predator knows what the recordings mean, I think.
Yeah. That's a great point, my friend.
I never thought about that until just now, though, dude. Does the Predator actually know what it's replaying?
So the dialogue on the script, the guys get the script, and all it says is, again, I don't know how that's going to work. A very interesting concept.
Dude, he's a young Predator, falls to Earth and gets injured, and then raised by Martha and Paul Clint. I mean, Kent.
Paul Clint.
Martha and Paul Clint, dude.
Oh, God.
It's bizarro world.
The way you mix up letters.
Oh, I watched that Dear Santa movie, Dear Satan Santa.
With Black?
Yeah,
Tell me about it.
That's pretty terrible. I mean, it's a fun Christmas movie for kids, but it wasn't as fun as Bedazzled or anything. And then it fucking injects, like, heartstring pulling at the end, dude. He wishes for his dead brother to come back to life. Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere.
That's no good. That's no good. Do you feel like it was a paycheck for Jack?
No, he had fun with it.
You feel like he had fun with it?
He didn't dial it in like Ridley Scott. But there's only a few funny parts that really made me laugh, dude. But there was one good part where, like, there's this little hamster, and he's like, I'm going to make this hamster get you and get your ass, and you're going to be known as the kid that got bait up by that hamster. And he's like, I'm not afraid of a cute hamster. And then the hamster goes, Rawr! Rawr! It's like Bilbo Baggins scared. It sounds like a saber-toothed tiger. Like, you know that tiger row?
I remember.
Row.
I remember the row. All right.
Have you watched that one yet? Alien Romulus?
I am halfway through Alien Romulus. We started watching it.
It's good, right? I
Oh
told
my God,
you.
I'm loving it. I am loving it. It really...
Classic. It's back to the roots.
Yes. And I think we needed that with that franchise.
Hell
you
yeah,
know?
dude.
I mean, it got
It's
way too convoluted.
So much different being on a spaceship than a planet.
Dude, I mean, I'm not looking forward to Alien Earth. I'm going to be perfectly fucking honest with you. I'm not looking forward to that one. But, of course, immediately after it was made, there was talk of the sequels.
Yeah, we talked about that on one of the episodes.
Yes.
Where Fede was like, yeah, we thought about what they would do next. Of course, we want to make it. If it happens, it happens.
Right, if it happens, it happens. So
and
now,
it's happening.
Now we have an update. We definitely want to do it. The studio wants to do it. I want to do it. Alvarez told IO9, where the fuck... I don't even know
Yeah,
if
you're
I'm
going to have a
saying that
spoilers
right.
alert because 2 people survived the movie, and they want to see him continue.
Okay, well, I'm not going to say that, but the point is that there's going to be a follow-up to the film.
Well, I was letting you know since I was spoiling it for
I don't
you.
want you to speak. Please don't.
I just did.
Great.
2 people.
In other alien news... I thought this was kind of funny and ironic, given the news story we just provided.
It kind of sounds like porno title, dude. Keep David coming.
Jesus.
Coming all over the alien planet. Like, you got to cut that. Cut that one.
That's no good. That's
No.
no good, Ridley. Unless AI writes it, I guess. Then he's all in the clear.
David wrote it himself, dude. He's an android
Could
from
be.
the future.
Could be.
Somebody wants to
He
see
prefers
more.
the term artificial person himself.
Oh, yeah? But I guess maybe one of the ship people from the second movie wants to see more David.
I want to see more David. I really want to see the finish, the end of that story.
I've seen enough.
I mean, well, again, it wasn't as action-packed as some of the other Alien films.
Oh, this is
But, I mean, I thought it was a really great movie.
Look at this guy.
Let's see, where are we at? At 1 hour. Incredible.
Really?
Yeah, incredible. We're at 1 hour recording, and you're done. It's amazing. It truly is.
Da-na-na.
What was that, ESPN?
Game day.
Oh, shit. Anyway, yeah, who was the person who said it?
It wasn't the main
It wasn't
girl.
David, and it wasn't Michael Fassbender. It wasn't. It wasn't.
It wasn't either of
Catherine
the main
Waterston.
girls. Yeah, that's who it was that said it.
Oh,
She was like Daniels. She played Daniels. Whoever Daniels is.
that was the star of the second one.
Are you sure?
Yeah, with short hair.
Okay, maybe.
She played Daniels.
Okay, I just thought, yeah, because Elizabeth Shaw was dead in that one.
Correct,
right? Okay.
because she had been experimented on by David, and it was horrible. But anyway, so again, we'll see where I don't think that's going to go anywhere. I don't think Ridley has any plans to continue that.
Dotson,
franchise.
we got Dotson here. Daniels. I was wondering why that sounded familiar. Daniels, we got Daniels here. See, nobody cares.
Oh, is that your favorite scene in any film ever?
Dude, Jesse lives near this place that's like the Jerry Hammond thing, and I'm like,
Jerry Hammond.
yeah, dude, like
John Hammond?
yeah, like I spent no expense. He's got to get a little prick of his own DNA from the John on TV, dude.
Oh, John, that hurt.
So now I drive by and see that sign, and I want to go there.
I'm sure it's not going to be like Jurassic Park was with all that interesting shit.
You know, he got killed by the little dinosaurs in the book.
Who, Hammond?
Yeah.
Hammond was killed in the
The
book?
little compy dinosaurs
Yeah.
got him, dude. The little ones.
They killed the Russian in Lost World or
Yeah,
whatever?
yeah.
I love the movie Heat, directed by Michael Mann.
This is another one I haven't never seen.
God, you're fucking deprived.
I know,
of
you'd think
soul.
Wes would have made me watch it somehow.
Yeah. Or Joey. One or the other. Joey was on board with that one.
Heat it up.
Heat 2 is
One of the
possibly on the way. Michael Mann has delivered a
Well, they wrote the
update.
book, remember?
They wrote the book. That's correct.
He's got a script now.
Now there is a script. There was some conversations about casting structure, but there were no significant updates until an interview with Colliders. Once again, Steve Weintraub, where Mann finally gave fans the update we've been waiting for, that there is a screen-written.
And he says it's happening unless the sky falls. You know, he's like, we can't,
Right.
we can't predict the future, but as far as we know, it's happening.
Here's his quote. I'm finishing the screenplay, and at 2:30 this morning, it woke me up in the middle of the night. So I'm in the middle of writing the screenplay, and I wound up, driving through L.A. at 3 a.m., which is fantastic. There are no cars, and ended up at Cantor's Delicatessen because that's the only thing open 24 hours. That's famously where Al Pacino and Robert De Niro's characters meet in the original film.
I just thought it was the only thing open.
Well, that might have been the case. But
When was the last time you took a 3 a.m. drive?
I can't remember the last time I was awake at 3 a.m.
Maybe we
somewhere.
drove back from SummerSlam.
Yeah, probably forced to drive.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
You earned that ticket.
yeah, I did. Yeah,
Your
I
drive.
did. Yep.
This is cool. I'm excited about
Yes,
this one.
this coming Saturday we celebrate.
Dude, look, he's like touching his butt. Okay, I'm sorry. So this is a bad time too, because this is serious news. We want people to watch this one.
On December 7th, you'll be able to stream Super Slash Man, the Christopher Reeve story, as it will be on Max. This is an incredible documentary. Of course, we talked about it a few weeks ago. I own it and did watch it, and it brought me to tears pretty much the entire time. So that will be on Superman Day, which is December 7th. I think that's Superman. There's something significant about that day.
I don't like the Super Slash Man. It just sounds weird saying it like that.
They didn't want to call it Superman.
I understand that, but there are other options.
Like Dash?
Like Man of Steel. Dash, I didn't think
Like Super Dash Man?
Now that's an argument. Which one is worse? Super Dash Man or Super Slash Man?
I like Dash. I gotta say.
I don't know, man. I feel like Dash would beat you in a race, but Slash would kill you. I hope you die.
Yeah, I hope you die. That's for Aaron.
That's for Aaron. Nate was mad we were talking about him like in the long movies.
That was so funny. Yeah. By the way, if you listen to last week's episode when we were talking about Nate and his love of really dull, long, boring movies, he made sure to come back at us and let us know that we're full of shit.
Well, for the record, he has never seen Gods and Generals, so that was our
So
movie.
we apologize
Yes.
to Nate for that, but still suck.
We miss you, buddy.
We love you.
Mess with the bull, you get the horns.
The Christopher Reeve story, Super Whatever Man, will premiere this Saturday, December 7th, 8 p.m. on HBO, available to stream on Max. You can check out the trailer at our Facebook.
Man, Super. Man Super.
Like he's in a hospital?
How about Man of Steel? How about, I don't know.
Oh, shit.
How about Martha and Paul Clint's boy?
You're gonna fucking kill me. Oh, shit.
That just sounds so stupid.
It sounds so stupid. I mean, it sounds like something we talk about in different times. Anyway, on Gladiator II, there was the trailer for Nosferatu,
Ooh.
which is coming out this Christmas. Nothing says holidays like Nosferatu.
Blood sucking. It's a long movie. We got the runtime now.
We have the runtime, and it's broken the record.
His record. And
His own
Nosferatu record,
Yeah.
I guess.
No, it's actually 2 records, right? The Witch and then Lighthouse. Again,
And Northman, yeah, I never saw. You know,
Northman was good. I like Northman, but yeah, it was fucking
You've seen The
long.
Lighthouse, too, though.
I've seen them all.
Yeah, I have.
I love Robert Egger movies.
I've only seen The Witch.
Wow. Watch Lighthouse. That's fucked up. You won't like it. You won't get it.
I don't think I will.
You won't like it because you won't get it. So you won't like it.
I've thought about watching The Northman, but it seems slow, too.
Northman is very slow, and it is very long.
You
and
think,
it is
Nate,
very
you think
Eggers.
Nate's seen it?
Nate loves it.
Does he really?
I believed you so I just assume he does.
He loved it, dude. He wouldn't stop
He
going
loves
on
all
about
the Robert Egger movies because they're long as fuck.
it. Oh, dude, I just picture Nate stewing, getting mad, going,
Oh, shit. Anyway, yes, Nosferatu comes out Christmas, and I can't wait to see
who's
it.
in that? Defoe and...
Defoe and Skarsgård, and I don't know anybody else.
Ooh.
Bunch of younger actors. Agatha All Along star Catherine Hain.
I'd say Han.
Han?
Like Khan. Well, maybe...
Okay. I don't know.
There's a lot of H's in her name.
I don't know.
Han? Catherine Hahn? That's like Step Brothers, dude.
Han?
Han? It's like Pam? No, Han. Han.
Oh, Pan.
Panese.
Pan.
Like palm. Like calm.
Despite the success of Agatha All Along, Catherine Hain could be saying goodbye to Agatha Harkness and the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I guess she made a comment.
That I'm an actor and I don't have any say in this.
Pretty much. Here's her quote. Even though obviously now Billy/Wiccan is not her son, there is some sort of hope for her that she's able to maybe do for him what she couldn't do for Nikki.
Yeah, Nicky Scratch, dude. You know all these guys.
No, I don't.
You know Wiccan?
Do you want to say the quote?
No, I just know Wiccan. I thought you knew all about the comics of Wiccan.
Again, I don't. No.
Are you a comic bookin?
What?
A comic bookin? Like a Wiccan bookin comic?
I think they do make a great team. Of course, I love this part, and I love Joe Locke madly, and we'll see what the future holds. In my mind, this was a beautiful and satisfying way to say goodbye to this incredible character I had to play.
So I'll be back if they want me to. If they don't, I'm happy.
Here's the one you wanted to talk about, Christian. There's a rumor going around by some fucking Xer that Avengers vs. X-Men will be the film that concludes the mutant saga, which they say is after the current saga, whatever they're doing right now.
You know, as bad as M. Night would be for that, you know, he can't be as bad as that guy that failed at the Phoenix saga twice.
Oh, God. Oh, man. Yeah. Brett Singer?
No, it's like the writer, the guy that wrote both.
Oh,
of
yeah.
them,
Yeah.
and then got to direct them and stuff. Singer
yes.
got out of it back at the old ones. The Singer's a bad guy, too, remember?
Yeah, he got out of it before the third. I forgot he didn't direct the third one. You're right. Yes, as Christian mentioned, it is rumored that M. Night Shyamalan is who Marvel Studios wants to direct this Avengers vs. X-Men film that will conclude the mutant saga.
I don't believe it. I don't know. Remember we were talking
either.
about how he usually pays for like his own movies? Why would he? I don't see that.
I really don't see.
He doesn't seem like he does franchise anymore.
No, that's what I was going to say. He
After
doesn't
that
seem-
Avatar shit.
Well, and also, you know, they kind of did that to him with Signs, too, if you remember.
What do you mean? Well, I meant like an existing property. Like, remember how he made the Avatar movie?
Right.
And he was constrained by that, even though he still fucking did whatever
I
he
was
wanted.
talking about more of the big budget type
Like making
shit.
a sequel to it? Or you mean just like from the
Like
studio?
Mel Gibson,
studio producing
yeah,
it.
exactly. You had Mel Gibson, Joaquin Phoenix, you had the fucking cast, and fucking blah, 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 you know. And I'm not saying he didn't have that with his other films, but
Well, he was rolling on 6 cents money on that point.
yeah, but exactly.
And that capital. Before he made some bad movies.
Unbreakable. I mean, nobody discovered that until after the fact.
Like Village. I don't think Village did very well.
Village. Well, I mean, I didn't like that. I didn't like the twist. I didn't like the twist.
Well, I'm just trying to think about the M. Night Shyamalan movies that started going downhill.
Old.
That was just a weird one, yeah.
Warner Brothers, I'm assuming this is Games, is reporting.
It says animated movie trilogy.
Oh, shit. My bad. You're right.
Oh, it's going to be the ones with about Azrael with Nightfall.
Ooh,
yeah. I like Azrael.
Azrael's a badass character.
They talk about Bane breaking his back.
Yep.
People are like, everybody thinks
happens.
Batman comes back and beats Bane, but nuh-uh.
No. Batman cannot move, so he is forced to get help from the mysterious Azrael character.
He's a badass armored-looking Batman motherfucker.
He's almost like a crusader, like from the Crusades, I think.
Maybe.
Is his lore, if I remember correctly. The last animated features, of course, were the Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths, parts 1 through 3. And that was the last that we've had from the Batman story. The one before that was The Long Halloween. Both of these were great.
DC Animation also has The Watchmen out, too.
Okay.
Part 1 and 2.
But,
I mean, that's unrelated to the Elseworlds. I haven't watched it yet. Number 1 is available on Max. I don't think 2 is available for streaming yet, unless you buy it.
Again, I love the movie. I just watched the movie. Sorry. Or read the book.
What about the series? Did you watch the series?
I started watching the series. It had promise. I mean, I liked
Probably
it.
too woke. Now, that might be a woke show. I might give you that one.
Thank you. Thank you, sir, for your scraps. I appreciate it. It's much appreciated. All right. Moving on into wrestling news. I don't think this really surprised anyone.
I don't think anybody cares besides him, too.
Probably not. Bruce Pritchard not expected to return to WWE this year following the crazy controversy with him being connected to Vince McMahon and that whole fucking mess.
Maybe he'll get a job in Trump's administration.
Yeah, maybe he'll be director of communication or some shit.
Little boys director. Do not diddle kids. Do not diddle kids.
Oh, dude, sometimes I just don't know what to do with you. I mean, you say shit that's so off the wall. I can't even.
Well, the Ring Boy scandal's not that off the wall. It's more on it's more on the mat.
Killing him, dude.
Or under the mat.
You're killing him, dude. Killing him. Saturday night's main event is scheduled for 1 week from this coming Saturday.
Yeah, we got KO versus Cody.
Yeah, that's right. Who do you think's going to win that?
Cody, I hope. I don't care, really. Cody's he finished his story for me.
You're done with him.
I mean, the kids still love him and everything, but he ain't doing
There's something that I did want to discuss with you regarding wrestling.
Okay.
And something that I think that you hit on last week that we did not focus on really because we were kind of arguing.
Okay.
CM Punk.
Yeah.
And I completely agree with you on what he has become.
The main character.
Well, MC Punk, is that what you called him?
Yeah, that's the main character.
Yes.
Punk.
Watching War Games last Saturday, it really hit home with me.
You know, that's like the only story, too, coming out of War Games is what favored us Paul Heyman CM Punk.
Right, which is clearly going to be a title shot.
Oh.
I can't imagine what else it would be.
I don't know. That's why they keep you guessing, and then they were in the Mafia room talking.
But yeah, I'm watching the match, and I can honestly say, and you know me, I will fully admit I'm a CM Punk fan.
Yeah, you love him.
I love CM Punk. But he didn't fit.
I would have much rather seen Rollins, dude. Rollins should have been.
Yeah, I mean, after what Brox did, is that his name?
Bronson.
I get them confused.
It's like my dog Jax.
I get him confused. Well, I get him and Bronson Reed confused.
No, Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker. Fuck!
Too many Bronson.
Too many B. Braun Break broke.
Braun Break Strowman. Bronson.
Charles Bronson. Wait, no, that ain't right.
Charles Bronson.
So I just wanted to acknowledge that I agree.
Yeah.
I think they're taking a horrible direction with him. I don't know how much of that is him and how much of that is like H.
Sure.
But yeah, you're right. That was a horrible fucking move, a horrible idea for him. There's I can count on my hand 5 people that I would rather have seen him gone with and built something with. I mean, we got to start thinking about Mania, right? I mean, we're what, 3-4 months away from Mania now? I mean, so now's the time you start shaping. I mean, it should have been 2 fucking months ago.
They're going to point at it like that, too.
Looking up at the sign. So again, I agree with Christian. CM Punk they're not using him correctly, and I don't know if they're just afraid or think he's going to go pipe bomb shit or what. I don't know, but I just wanted to acknowledge that you are 100% correct in that the character of CM Punk on WWE programming is not the character I want to see.
He was for a while. He did good with Drew. That was cool.
With Drew was great. With Rollins was great. I don't understand why we didn't keep going with Rollins. Why did we not do that? That was fucking awesome.
Yeah. Well, maybe
because of the true hate and the middle fingers when he came back and all that shit. It was great.
Well, maybe the favor will be more complicated than a title shot.
Perhaps.
Maybe we'll get something out of this. But yeah, I agree. Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it's going to have something to do with Roman Reigns. He doesn't have a title, so I don't know what favor it could be.
I don't know, dude.
I mean, I guess Haben's in good with H, so maybe it's get me a title shot with Rollins or some shit.
They're going to put him on SmackDown. I don't know.
I mean, maybe. That's a possibility.
I don't even know what channels they are on anymore. Does that even matter?
No, I think Raw's still on USA, and I think SmackDown's
I meant
still
like
on Fox.
I meant the stars. Like,
oh,
are they
yeah,
still?
does that even matter
Yeah,
anymore?
are they still limited to each brand?
Anyway, I'm sorry. Before we went on that tangent, Jimmy Hart is expected to return to Saturday night's main event, which is very appropriate as he was a part of the original Saturday night main event.
And Ventura's supposed to be there too, right?
Yeah, bringing all the boys
good for
back.
Jimmy. We saw him at the Wrestling Expo things.
Yeah, I love Jimmy's great. Jimmy's very nice to the guys.
South. Hey.
Yeah, and he's always nice to the fans. He's been around fucking forever. We got a rumor that they are trying to bring back Alexa Bliss by the Royal Rumble. That'd be a good return. I mean, that's when everybody returns.
Rather see Charlotte and Becky.
True. Where the fuck is Charlotte?
I don't know.
She must have just said fuck it. I don't know. Is she still married to Del Rio? No,
No, that was Saraya.
That's right.
She was married to Andrade.
Are they still married?
El Idolo.
Are they still together?
I'm not sure. He's on Raw or WWE.
Yeah.
He just lost to Shinsuke this week. Shinsuke won. He beat LA Knight with his new look at Survivor Series. Did you see
what's
that
his
match?
new look?
Remember, he's like the samurai.
Oh, I like that.
Remember, he's got like the big flowing cloak and the armor a little bit.
I like that a lot.
They're like, he looks like an Elden Ring character or something.
I mean, he needed to freshen up. I mean, there's no doubt about that. So
He also kind of remixed his song a little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
It's no longer the.
I mean, it still kind of is, but different.
Yeah. I hear you.
Some people aren't happy. Some people are like, why mess with it?
Who the fuck's ever going to be happy, bro?
That's what we talk about.
Who the fuck's ever going to be happy?
I'm pretty happy with my new.
I'm a happy guy.
I got a PlayStation coming. I got all my Christmas.
You're going to have to let me come
I got
over there.
all my Christmas shopping done already.
That's fabulous. I've got a majority of mine
It's
done.
all on the way, dude. Black Friday sales.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
I also got a new computer too.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Told you before the tariffs hit, man. I'm doing some upgrades.
Don't forget, hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We are also available with our official YouTube channel at youtube.com/@symbol.
Add it.
GeekZip Podcast.
Like,
also,
share, subscribe.
You
do
can
the
find
thing.
all the stuff.
Ring the bell for
everything.
alerts. Join us all. We love you. Guys, comment more. Like, the share, subscribe.
GeekZipPodcast.com. Let's make it
Podomatic
simple.
too. PODOMATIC.com.
Really come a long way, friend.
Friendo.
You got anything else before we get out of here? Oh, I guess we got to do some events, don't we?
Oh.
Forgot about the events.
I don't know if I'm going to go to GalaxyCon next week or not.
Is that's a Comic-Con?
Yeah.
Who are
Dude.
some of the stars there?
Anakin Skywalker.
Like, which one?
The real one?
Hayden?
Yeah.
Oh.
Dude, he's doing. He's got so many.
Because I'm saying if it was the
He's
kid,
got-
I'd be like,
He's got so many photo opportunities sold out. They just keep adding them.
Dude, I would fucking kill to have my picture taken with Annie. Are you kidding me?
There's also a photo op I was going to buy for you with you, Lita, and Trish.
Oh, that would have been a good one. That would have been a good one. My girls. All right, Lexington Comic and Toy Convention did not have any new guests that were announced, but still a plethora of cool people, and Star's going to be there.
And it's March 6th through 9th. Tickets are on sale now.
Yes, they are. And you can get those
them on the
tickets
website.
at LexingtonComicCon.com. You can go online and purchase. And if any of the Lexington people are watching, we are still waiting on our answer for our press pass.
Yeah, we got like 200 subscribers now. We're pretty hot. Deuce, Strutter, hotter than hell. Rock and roll all
We
night
got
live.
my Kiss Icons vinyl.
It's got Beth too. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, that's it, dude. I'm pleased that you have so much Kiss knowledge. Very good. What other events we got?
Christine 16.
Well,
I watched your Panama video too. David Lee Roth singing at karaoke.
I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
He's
And
rock.
He sounds
He
horrible.
was rocking out with that mic
I know,
stand though, dude.
No, look, he's still got the moves, which is weird because usually it's the other way around, right? No, it was crazy. Yeah,
Panama.
David Lee. You can look at my page if you want.
You have to
See the
share it to
video.
GeekZip, dude.
Yeah.
For everybody to see it, David Lee Roth.
December 13th, Cheap Trick, going to be at the Paramount Arts Center, Ashland, Kentucky. Tickets are on sale. The original Tough Man contest in Huntington at the Mountain Health Arena, January 3rd through the 4th. Tickets are on sale for that as well. We've got Heart, March 29th at the Charleston Coliseum. Kevin James, going to be at the Paramount Arts Center, May 30th. Tickets are on sale with that. And an evening with Mike Epps from Friday after next.
Dude, Aaron
Next Friday.
needs to take his kids to see Mall Cop live.
We'll do it live.
No, Mall Cop, Paul Blart. That's Kevin James.
Oh. I
remember
get
he
it
said he
now.
watched Mall Cop
he
last
did.
week.
Yeah, I do remember that. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
What did you think I was talking about?
Thank you guys for joining us this week. Have a great week, and we will see you next week.
December to dismember. Remember?